Mia have very good skill, Mia have very good widget, but Mia star is very bad. Mia 5 star that will give you very low level Lancer stat, attack and defense. That's why we are using 0 Lancer. And we are filling that position with more infantry and more marksman. That's why 50-0-50 is very good for any type of rally. Hello my champ and welcome back. I am your shield. Today again we are back with Whiteout Survival. In today's video I am discussing again on formation. Some days ago I made a video about the 30-70-0 formation that was working like crazy in our Frost Dragon Tyrant. Then in previous Frost Dragon Tyrant we defeated AKB and lot of big players with 50-0-50, and I told you our team will test 50-0-50 formation in the SVS. Finally we have tested 50-0-50 in the SVS and it was working really good. We have won so many battles with this 50-0-50 formation, but we have to use Mia in this case. If we use any other hero, this formation will not work properly. So I want to share some report with you. I don't have many big number of report because I was not fighting that much in the main rally. But if you want to really check we are using 50-0-50, you can check my live stream. My live stream is still in my channel. That is like 9 hours long live stream. You can check there in the starting part. You can see we are using 50-0-50. So I have some report. You can check this report right here. In this report you will see we are attacking one person, that is player versus player rally on the city, not any Sunfire Castle or any tower. And you can check we had a very strong rally caller. Opponent also got some good defender. Now look what we are using. By the way, Gregory and Blanchett, they are from previous generation. Still we are using that in the generation 11, not a big problem. But look at our Lancer. We are using Mia right here and we actually got victory. Now you can tell me, bro, your stats are better, that's why you got the victory. But I say stats are not very much important here. It will work under any condition. I mean, if the stats were pretty much close, if that thing happened, that stats are closed, still we had chance for the victory. Now you can tell me one thing, why Mia have no gear? Because Mia does not need any gear. The gear give you Lancer stat. Look at this, any gear like this one. It is marksman gear that is giving marksman stat. It is infantry gear that is giving infantry stat. But what we will do with the Lancer stat? We are not using any Lancer. Look at the formation. That is 50-0-50. You can see here almost 49% infantry. Anyway, you can say 50-0-50. So that means no Lancer. So we don't need any Lancer stat. Now the question is, why this formation is working good? I have thought a lot and I got some final answer of this question. I mean, that is my guess and I am sharing this with you. Why Mia is so much powerful in the bear hunt? Mia is very much powerful because of two reasons. Look at the skills of Mia. The first skill that has 50% chance for 50% damage. That means overall 25% damage. And second skill that also has 50% chance of 50% damage. That means also like overall 25% damage. Mia is the only Lancer hero in Whiteout Survival who can do this much double 25% damage. Okay, but no other Lancer can do this much damage. If you check any other Lancer, Reina is somehow close to Mia. The first skill has 30% damage, but that is a basic attack damage. And third skill also have 200% damage, but that has only like 25% chance to trigger the skill. That is bad. But no other Lancer can do that. Only Reina is very close to Mia. So Mia is already very good about the skill in the whole Whiteout Survival. Plus the widgets of the Mia. Look at the widget. That is rally troops attack 15%. It is also very rare widget. You can tell me many other Lancer have similar widget. You can tell me many other Lancer have, like, look at this. If you check this Lancer right here, Gordon also have rally lethality. You can say that is also very good. Or you can also tell me the Rene. Rene also have rally lethality. You can also tell me Rene have very good widgets, right? But there is no good combination of skill and widget. Rene's widget can be good, but Rene's skills are bad. Even if you check here, Gordon widget is good, but Gordon's skills are bad. But Mia is the only hero in Whiteout Survival that has proper combination of skill and widget. That's why we choose Mia for this type rally. It is not first time we are doing it. We have done this several times in the Frost Dragon Tyrant and we got very good result of 50-0-50 with Mia. And now why we are using Zero Lancer? Try to understand. We are using Mia mainly for two reasons. Skill and widget, right? If you check the widget that will come here, you can see rally troops attack, particular this widget. Rally troops attack that was coming from Mia. It is not working only for Lancer, it is working for every troops. If you don't know that, you can read one more time. I'm reading that. Increasing rally troops attack by 15%. That means it is for all troops. Infantry, Lancer, Marksman, all of them. Okay. Plus if you check the skills here, the skill will work for all troop. If it is working only for Lancer, then it can tell only for Lancer. Like if I check the Rene skills are mainly for Lancer. If you read that, you can read easily. Rene skills are mainly for Lancer, but Mia skills are universal for everyone. That's why even if you use Mia for this type attack, it will still work for infantry and marksman both. Okay. But we are using Zero Lancer. The only reason is Mia is giving the stat for Lancer. I mean for her own stat. Look at the stat of Mia carefully. Guys, don't get confused. Look at the stat. Lancer attack, Lancer defense. That is very, very low. Like only 200%. That never work in Gen 10, Gen 11 like this. That's why in this report you find no Lancer. Do you understand what I am telling you? So we are reducing the number of Lancer and we are fulfilling that number with infantry and marksman. Infantry doing the defense here, marksman doing the attack here in this battle, and no need Lancer. That's why this formation is working very, very good. Again, I am telling you, this formation never work without Mia. It is only the first example. I can show you some more example of this type rally. Here is one more example. You check here. Okay, this time it is way more crazy. Look at this formation, what we are doing. It was just some testing formation. We were using 50-50-0. That means 50% infantry, 50% Lancer, 0 marksman. For attack we are doing that, but it work good sometime, it work bad sometime. So I am not forcing anyone to use particular this formation. And you can check we used Alonso in Gen 11. Now again you can see there is no gear on the Alonso. The only reason is gear is useless here. We are using 0 marksman. So why we need the gear? Gear give us marksman stat. We don't need the marksman stat particular this battle. Okay. Now we got victory right here. You can see, but I cannot say it is guaranteed victory with the Alonso. Somehow we got the victory, but it may not work every time. We tried this like 5 or 6 times. We got victory mainly 2 times mostly, I think. Then other time we got defeat. So it worked here, but I don't recommend use Alonso to call the rally in Gen 11 like this. Okay. And don't use 50-50-0 formation. That might go bad. And here is one more report you can check. In this report again we used Alonso. Again we got the victory, but I think it was only for luck. You can check the formation one more time. That was 50-50-0 formation. That means no marksman. You see, no marksman in this formation when we are attacking. Somehow it worked, but I don't recommend that. Now you can see here our opponents also using the same formation. I made the video of 50-0-50. The video becomes so much popular that everyone start using the same thing. You can see opponents using Mia with 50-0-50. See here. Okay, that was just some report of scouting. Now you can check rally defender victory, particular this one. This time we used Bradley for defense. Now I can say this formation can work very good when we are defending. Look carefully what formation we are using. That is very obvious common formation 60-40-0, or you can use 70-30-0. Now, why we are using Bradley particular in this case? Try to understand. We are not using any marksman. Someone by mistake sent some marksman. That's why it is 4%. Actually, the formation is 60-40-0. Zero marksman. That's why we don't need any proper marksman hero. But we put Bradley for a reason. Bradley widget have defensive widget. Defender troops attack by 15% for Bradley widget. Bradley widget never work when we are calling rally. Bradley widget work only when we are doing garrison. That's why we put the Bradley right here. And if you check particular this stat right here, you can see defender troops attack that came from Bradley. Okay, so I'm telling everyone, if you are using 60-40-0 or 70-30-0 this type formation, you can use Bradley as your marksman. I mean the bonus member, he can use the Bradley as the marksman, and he can use the gear like here. He can use the gear or he can not use the gear. That will give you same result because you are not using any marksman in that formation, but the widget should be max level. Okay, so you can get 15% stat from that widget. So it is another crazy formation, you see that. I mean, everyone know 60-40-0, but do you really use very old generation hero? Like in generation 11 you are using Bradley. Have you used that? No, right? If we used Blanchett or Rufus in this case, the result would be bad because Blanchett, Rufus both have the rally widget, and we are not doing any rally, we are doing garrison right here. In case of garrison, I say Bradley is far better than Rufus or Blanchett when we are not using any marksman in our formation. Alright, now I have one more formation right here. You can see rally defender victory again one more time, and again we used Bradley. Opponent used Rufus, but we used Bradley, and it actually worked well. You can see how much troops we killed from the opponent team. And here you can see the formation again. We are not using any marksman. So 60-40-0, that is very good for the defense. Somehow it became 50-50-0 right here. But anyway, we are not using any marksman for this type defense, and we are using Bradley in this case because the Bradley widget is a defensive widget. You can see this report right here. You can tell about stats, but I say stats are important, I understand. But formation and hero widgets, that is also very important. And remember one thing in your mind, the normal gear what you see for a hero, that is addition stat. But the widget gear, that is multiplication stat. I think you know what is addition stat, what is multiplication stat. If you don't know, I will make a separate video on this topic. You can check right there. And this one we got defeat because it was my mistake. I sent some marksman by mistake. That was my mistake, you see. But otherwise we could also get some victory right here. We sent some marksman and the formation got ruined. Actually I sent the marksman. That is my mistake. You know what is more crazy? Opponent used our strategy to defeat us. Opponent called rally on us using Mia. You see that? They are calling rally with Mia, and they are also using 50-0-50. They are not using fully 50-0-50, that is 30-0-70. That is upgrade version of 50-0-50. You see they are using 30-0-70, and they called rally with Mia, and they defeated us. They actually called rally also previous time. That time they also used Mia, but that time we somehow managed to defend ourselves. Okay, that time we were using 60-40-0. So can you tell 60-40-0 is a counter of 50-0-50? I need some more testing for that. But this time opponent managed to defeat us actually. Maybe we had some mistake, we had some marksman in our team, that's why we got defeat. But look, opponents are also using our strategy. So that means 50-0-50 with Mia. That is a popular strategy right now. Everyone starts using this. Okay. And one more report right here. Why I saved the report? I think there is something crazy. Okay, there might be something crazy. That's why I saved the report. Let me check. Oh, look at my kill. I got massive number of kill because when I was sending my garrison, I sent a huge number of marksmen. I told you guys, when you are defending, if you send 100% marksman, you can take heavy number of kill. But you should not do this because it is actually harming your own team. I was doing this for some experiment and you can see it is actually working well. Every other big player, they got 30,000, 40,000 kill. I am the only person who got like 170k, this much kill. You see that? How I got this much kill? Because I sent massive number of marksmen. But I'm telling you guys, if you do that, it will actually harm your own team. You are harming your own garrison formation. Don't do this. I have done this for some experiment. Now, there is one more report right here. What is this report? Oh, I think again I sent some heavy number of marksmen right here. Yeah, I sent heavy number of marksmen and you can see I got more kill than anyone else. Everyone got 3,000, 4,000, maximum 5,000 kill. I got 20,000 kill almost. Because I sent heavy number of marksmen, but it was fully for testing. Don't do this on yourself, guys. And one last thing, what is that? Oh, it was, you see, I got attack when I was offline. Oh my god. I got this attack when I was offline, not playing. Yeah. So, nothing to tell about this one. So guys, what I'm telling you, listen carefully, final time. When you are calling rally, you can use 50-0-50, but you have to put Mia in your team. The formation is working very good. The only reason is Mia have very good skill, Mia have very good widget, but Mia star is very bad. Mia 5-star, that will give you very low level Lancer stat, attack and defense. That's why we are using 0 Lancer. And we are filling that position with more infantry and more marksmen. That's why 50-0-50 is very good for any type of rally. And you can also use the 50-0-50 for garrison. It worked well sometime, but still it is somehow risky. 50-0-50 for the garrison, that is not very good for the victory, okay? But when you are defending, you can try 70-30-0 or 60-40-0. In that case, you can put Bradley as the marksman when you are defending, because Bradley give you the widget of defense. It doesn't matter if opponent using Blanchett or Rufus if you are in Gen 10, because Blanchett, Rufus, they will give you widget of rally. But you are defending, so Bradley is the best for you. You guys wanted to see 50-0-50 in the SBS. I tried this time 50-0-50. I don't have much report right here about 50-0-50. If you want to check the battle, you can check my 9-hour long live stream. I show you there actually. And here I have only 2-3 report like this. And yeah, and you don't need gear. You see that? You don't need gear because gears give you Lancer stat. We don't need Lancer stat for particular this type battle because we are using 0 Lancer. In today's video, I showed you 50-0-50 formation. We use this on Frost Dragon Tyrant to defeat AKB. Also, we use this formation in the SPS and it worked very good. Even our opponent got inspired and opponents also used the 50-0-50 formation with Mia. You can see the scout report. So, maybe it is very good, but people don't know about it. If you got any question, you can ask in the comment. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and bye bye.